Hey y'all, I'm Jan, and today we're making breakfast burritos. Um, but while making them, I ran out of tortillas, so we need to make some more. You need one, and now I'm only making a small batch, I'm only making 8. You need 1.5 cups all-purpose flour. You need not quite a whole teaspoon of salt. Actually, the salt amount is up to you. I'm putting, that's probably about 3/4 of a teaspoon. We're going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Whisk that in. Okay. And then I need about 1.5 tablespoons of shortening. Now this is a 2 tablespoon measurement, so that looks to me to be about 1.5 tablespoons. I'm just going to use my finger. Yes, my hands are clean. And my counter is clean. Very important. Now, just one hand. This is kind of like making a pie crust. You're just going to sit there and work your Crisco into the flour. Okay, that's mixed in pretty well. Now, also, unlike a pie crust, we're going to use hot water. Whereas with a pie crust, you would use ice cold water. Now, we're going to need somewhere between 1/2 cup and 3/4 cup. And honestly, it's never the same. So we're going to start with 1/2 cup, but we're going to mix it in slowly. I have measured 1/2 cup into here. And I'm spilling it. Let's see if that's enough. Nope, we're going to need just a little bit more. It's about 1 tablespoon. Tortillas are really, really easy to make. And if you're like me, I'd rather spend that $3 a pack on, more sausage or more anything other than these, when I know that I can make these fairly easy. Okay. I actually think we need just a little bit more. That was definitely not a teaspoon. Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Now your dough is going to be kind of sticky. And you have to knead this for 5 whole minutes. So we got all the dough out. And we're going to sit here and knead for 5 minutes. Okay, we'll knead for another 4 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, y'all. That's been 5 minutes. So now what we're going to do, just got a little ball. It's really soft. We'll add just a tiny bit of veg oil to my hands and to the dough. And we're going to sit it right back in the bowl. I'm going to cover this with saran wrap and I'm going to let it sit here for 30 whole minutes. So I'll be back in 30 minutes. Okay, y'all. Our dough's been resting 30 minutes. Clean hands. I've got a little bit of flour sitting here. And I've got a towel. And then we're going to get our balls out. Or we're going to tear this into the little size balls we want. And I'm going to put a little bit of flour on them first. Because it's so humid here. And I'm going to put them in this towel. So. Now I'm making burrito shells, so I need these to be a little bit bigger than a golf ball. Now there's many different ways you can roll these up. You can just sit here and keep doing this if you want. Folding it backwards. You can take it, roll it on the counter. Just like that. Press it out a little bit. And that's perfect. That's what we want. We'll put that in a little bit of flour. And under the towel. On to the next one. A little bit of flour on it. And then we'll finish rolling out the rest of these. I'll be right back. Okay. We've got them all made. And now we're going to roll them out one at a time. So I'm going to put a little bit of flour down. Clean counter, of course. Then we'll put a little bit of flour on my rolling pin. Now you want to press it just a little bit. And then you're going to start in the middle, roll out, middle, roll back. Turn it, middle, roll forward, middle, roll backwards. You can flip it over like this. Middle, roll forward, middle, roll back. To Side. Now in the meantime, I've got my skillet heating up to medium high. You want your skillet pretty hot to make these. No oil, just heat. And if they're not perfectly round, it's fine. I mean, burritos are going to be rolled up in these anyway, so it really doesn't matter what they look like. I'm sitting here laughing because I knew I wouldn't get these round. And again, that's perfectly all right. Okay. Here's my non-round tortilla. Now I'm going to take it just like this. We're going to walk over to the stove. You're going to throw it down just like that. Now you want to keep your eye on it, as you will start to see bubbles are going to start popping up everywhere. We're going to leave this for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to flip it over. See all those bubbles, y'all? You want a little bit of brown on it, but you don't want to get it too brown. So about 30 seconds is good. Perfect. Flipping it back over for about 10 more seconds. On a towel. Covered. Now we're going to do the next one. This is really easy, y'all. A little more flour on my roller. Press it out a little bit. Middle, forward, middle, backwards. Middle, forward, middle, backwards. Middle, forward, middle, backwards. I really hope y'all will give this a try. This is a stress reliever. Middle forward, middle backward. It may not look like it, but I promise you it is. Now then, now they're starting to at least resemble something round. Okay, y'all, we're going to finish these and then we will finish making our burritos. There we go. These are perfectly pliable. They'll fold right in half. You can fold them right up. They won't break. They're truly always better when you make them yourself at home. Now, I'm going to let these sit here and cool off just a little bit. I don't know that it's absolutely necessary, but something just telling me I need to let them cool off. So I'm going to let these cool off just a little bit, and then we'll make up the rest of our burritos, and I'll tell you how many burritos we end up with. Now, for the record, this is a separate video from my breakfast burrito video. You're going to see this video first, and you're going to see it first because I actually had store-bought burrito shells for my breakfast burritos, and I ran out. So I've made this after the fact so that we can finish the breakfast burritos. And I'm really excited to tell y'all how many I end up with. At least how much I think I'm going to end up with. It's way more than I thought I'd get. So I'm going to give these 5 or 10 minutes to cool down, and I'll be right back.